Mr. Bilbray.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Issa.
And I'd ask unanimous consent that Mr. Bilbray's entire opening statement be placed in the record.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Intellectual property contributes $5.5 trillion. I repeat, $5.5 trillion a year to our economy. In fact, we have become the intellectual property giant around the world. We have traded many, many jobs, entry-level jobs in manufacturing of garments and other products for our development of these high-skill, high-paying jobs, and we've offloaded many of them to China. So I find it today particularly confusing that China would look at this bargain that has been so favorable to them and begin the process of far exceeding any moratorium or prohibition allowed under the WTO. We in the United States Congress, under the chairwoman and my watch, participated in China ascending to the WTO. They did so not having met all the requirements, but with a promise to meet them and to continue in this direction. Intellectual property was, in fact, at the core of the items which China had not lived up to their responsibility but promised to. Over the years, countries such as Russia have been prohibited and stopped from getting into that for a good reason. We've seen that China has not gained any respect for intellectual property. In fact, they continue to be the largest customer in Asia for Microsoft products. They simply don't buy them. Madam Chair, it's very clear that we have to say that China has a right to have such special property as is necessary for its own defense. We, too, maintain a policy that certain technology must be domestic for our national security. Certainly, neither one of us would want the ability to put a space-based defense system into space not to be domestic and domestically controllable and known. But China very clearly is trying to force partnering with U.S. companies, transfer of technology for purposes of getting a jump start on that next generation of products and services. So, Madam Chair, I appreciate your viewing something which this committee has a long-standing belief that we not only control the procurement process government-wide, but we have, by necessity, a requirement to look beyond our borders for free and fair trade and access for our products. So I look forward to our witnesses. And again, Madam Chair, thank you for holding this important hearing, and I yield back.